What up, what up? I wear my sneakers, episode 4, kicks of the day, anniversary 11s. Fresh shoe. Today, I want to try to put a definition, to put a tag, to put a hard definition on what is heat. You know, first let's state where the shoe game is at. Shoe game is in a place where Jordan Brand is releasing a lot of shoes that these OG sneakerheads had them on their feet, had them in their closet, had them dead stock in a box, never to be touched. Like, these ain't coming out no time soon. You know, and they had them with confidence because they knew that these were heat and that nobody else was about to have them, right? Okay. You know, so people got their fire red 5s. They're about to be sad because tomorrow they coming right back out. They coming right back out. So what does that mean to the people who had fire red 5s years ago? You know, who was in line years ago? Who saved up that money years ago? To say they had fire red 5s years ago. Okay. You know, I was looking around my room, looking around my closet, looking at my collection, and it dawned on me. I done found a way to cop most of the winter big releases from Jordan Brand. You know, I got the Wolf Grays. You know, back when I didn't have shoe game, I was like, dang man, everybody got the Wolf Grays. I ain't got the Wolf Grays. I ain't got nothing. In fact, I think what's the next year when them 13s came out, and I got them 13s. You know, I got them those 6s. Let's see. I got some cool grays. You know. The list goes on. I got some Concords. You know, I done found a way to cop all of those. But let me be real. Those aren't really heat. You know, those aren't shoes. Highly sought after, yes. Very valuable, yes. Very popular, yes. But heat, no. You know, there's a certain criteria that I feel like shoes have to meet. You know, some more than others, but certain criteria the shoes need to meet in order to be regarded as heat to meet. You know, they can't be very available. You know, they couldn't have just retailed recently. They gotta be truly rare. You can't have 60,000 pair that just released a week ago to be heat. You know, a lot of people, you can't wear a shoe, go to the mall and see at least 6 other people in them. You know, you need to be able to wear a shoe, go to the mall, and be surprised and a little upset when you see somebody else wearing the same shoe as you. Now, I'm gonna let that rule go for one case. These low top 5s. Honestly, this is a lame shoe. It's not very available, although it is very cheap if you can find it. Some people put it up on Kickstarter sale, offer like 140 and so they end up flaking, but still, like, not a very valuable shoe. And if somebody else had it on, I would laugh at them because we both made a terrible mistake. But, you know, like 3s, for example, came out like 10 times. You know, so do we differentiate the 3s you have by year? Can you look at them and tell what year they are? Doubt it. There's not many people out there who can just go, oh, it's my 1. Well, okay, maybe on 1 they got Nike Air. Hey, Nike Air. You know, with the new Retro 88s coming out, does that render the old Nike Airs unvaluable? Does that destroy the validity of people who walk around saying, oh, I got OGs? Because soon I'm gonna have them too. You know, there's gonna be a lot of people running around with all these fresh kicks, and that's what the shoe game is really all about. That's what it was before all these hype beasts came around. It was having fresh kicks, you know, cool looking shoes, and I sort of appreciate Jordan Brand for putting out, you know, these retros, you know, more and more of them, because it brings back that sense. You know, I got some fresh sneakers. I got some nice kicks. These are kind of clean. These are kind of cool, you know. But the name of the game, the theme of the game has changed over time. It's not just about having fresh kicks. It's about having exclusive kicks. You know, everybody. I feel like almost every regular nigga got at least the white, you know, cement 3s or the black cement 3s in their closet, or some Concords, or some cool grays. Like, everybody has that shoe. It's a fresh shoe, yes, but you will go out and you will see it. You know, you will see it on somebody else's feet a few times. You know, it's not a rare shoe. It's a very available shoe. You know, I don't see this very often. It's not particularly heat. It's easy to obtain and fairly cheaply. But when I go out, I don't see it on other people's feet, and that makes me proud. You know, the game has changed. Every shoe I put on is fresh, but is it heat? You know, it's not just I got some cool kicks on, I got some Air Jordans on, you know, I'm cool. No, we got hype beasts and tainted the game. In fact, it's not really these hype beasts, it's these OGs, these old heads who had these shoes and now they salty because they colorways are coming back out. You know, these shoes that were so revered, shoes they've been hanging on for years are coming back out. And they can't handle it. They don't want, you know, youngins like me wearing the same shoe they got on. You know, they don't want me trying to claim the same fame they claimed so long ago. I mean, let's talk about heat real quick. Heat. These Motorsport 6s. Heat. Verifiable. 5,000 pair. You know, when you have Motorsport 6s, for those of you watching who have Motorsport 6s, you're part of a very exclusive club. There's not many of us out there who have them. There's not many of them out there to have. And when you find them, they're probably going to be expensive. I dropped $200. That's the most I ever, you know, paid for a Jordan ever. I paid $245 for some foams. Okay. I've been out and I hear people bragging. These people I call hype beasts, if I will, you know, hype beasts bragging. Yeah, man, I dropped $550. Yeah, bro, on these LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? I dropped $550 on the South Beach. What's up? That's not cool. That's dumb. Why are you dropping $500, $600, $800 on shoes that retail for $165? Why are we paying all this money for Air Yeezys? Okay. I remember my homeboy, T-Boy the Boss, as a matter of fact, had some Navy 6s. I don't know if he still has them, but he had some Navy 6s. We were in the mall, and this dude had some kind of LeBron on. I don't know what it was, but it was hot. It was a cool shoe. It wasn't the fresh kicks. I liked them. They were cool. I'm just not really a fan of LeBron's, but they were cool shoes, and you can tell they're one of the types that were pretty expensive when they released, and the types where little boys' mamas be getting their moms to drop stacks on, okay? And T-Boy the Boss, he's wearing his Navy 6s, and you got some people who's probably looking at them like, I never seen those before. They kind of odd. They probably fake. And then you got a few people like, oh, okay, he bought his shoe game. They have mad respect for it. You know, this dude had these LeBrons, him and his little group of friends together like, oh, snap, how much you drop for him? He's walking in the shoe stores. We in the mall, right? He's walking in the shoe stores. You know, the people in there working, they're like, damn, son, how much you drop for them LeBrons? Man, you know, $650. You know what I'm saying? Oh, word? That's what's up. In my head, alarms are going off. I'm gonna slap this kid across the mouth. Why are you dropping half a stack for some shoes? If I really got into LeBrons, I can almost promise you I would never buy a pair of LeBrons for more than $150. And if I had them same shoes, I bet you I wouldn't drop nowhere near that to get them. But when these group of kids encountered my friend T-Boy the Boss with his Navy 6s on, they did have a display, a form of respect. They saw him like, oh, fresh 6s, you know. Fresh. They were fresh. You know, those were some Navy 6s. You don't see those around. Those are heat. They're not just available. You know, you don't just wake up and be like, man, I want some Navy 6s. Done. You know, and I only spent a little bit of money. You know, knowing him being the deal master, he probably got him at a pretty cheap price. But, I mean, let's be real. That's heat. You know, I've seen those Navy 6s on his feet, and I've never seen them ever again. I've never seen them on anybody else. I've never seen them outside of him. You know, that's heat. That's heat to me. Heat to me is shoes that I only see on one person's feet. My feet. His feet. You know, somebody else's feet. Oh, he got those? Man, I wish I had them. I can't find them. You know, Laser 4s. A lot of people I know have probably never seen this shoe in person until they saw me in them. I never saw this shoe in person until I saw T-Boy the Boss in them. You know, I never thought I'd wear this shoe until I bought them from T-Boy the Boss. In fact, traded. Either way, until I received them from him. This is a heaty shoe, a revered shoe, a sought after shoe that there's not many of, and they're not available, and they ain't cheap. Okay? You know, they not cheap. Let me touch on this some. The Thunder 4s. You know, not too long ago, the OG Thunder 4s were in the same league with these Laser 4s. You know, they were rare, you didn't see them, and they weren't cheap. They just retail. So what does that mean for OG Thunder 4s? Are they, you know, has their value decreased? Because you can't just look at them and be like, oh, them the OGs. You know, a lot of times people wear OG shoes or shoes that are older in years than a recent release, and they just look older. So people are like, oh, they just beat. You know, when a pair of 3s come out, somebody already got a pair of 3s from what, 06 or whatever, and they wearing them. They just look like a beat pair of recent release 3s. They don't look like, you know, nobody's gonna look at you in respect and be like, oh, okay, that's an OG pair. That's an earlier retro. Okay, mad respect, bro. Nobody's gonna look at you like that. You know, I'm not telling you to hang your shoes up and never wear them again. I'm just saying, don't expect that, because not everybody out there is an expert. Even experts just can't look at them from a distance and be like, oh, they ought to be an older release. No. Okay? And I'm not immune to what these OG, you know, sneakerheads, you know, is complaining about. Let me be real. These, my CDP4s, have been retired. You know, I'm mad everybody got a pair now. I'm pissed. Okay? Like, I got these and I was like, man, that's heat. The shoe, like, people have them. It's available. It's expensive, but you're not gonna see it around town a lot. You know, I can wear it, and I'm not just gonna see, you know, 8 dudes wearing some CDP4s. It's just not gonna happen. Now I wear my CDP4s. They just look like an old, you know, pair of these 2012 new release Bred 4s. In fact, they look fake because they're not made from the same material, and that makes me look bad. Not everybody, like I said, not everybody's an expert. Not everybody gonna look at it and be like, oh, that's just an old retro. That's unfortunate. You know, the only shoe that was immune to a recent retro is the white Cement 4, because it ain't come out in forever. I'm glad this shoe came out because I needed to add it to my collection, and the Nike Air Hunt was not working. You know, the white Cement 4 is the only immune shoe because there's only a few of them, only a few releases of them. You know, I feel like that it's gonna have a Nike Air release this year, next year anyway, which is gonna, you know, throw the game off. But I'm not tripping because that's, you know, 4 is my favorite. I'm gonna cop that. I'm gonna be a hypocrite and cop that. For $200, I don't know. You know, and let's talk about that for a minute. Jordan Brand is now gonna sell retro 88s for $200. So you gonna throw Nike Air on the back of some Air Jordans and sell it for $200 just because it got some Nike Air on it? Does it have Nike Air quality from the heyday, from back in the day? Is it gonna have the Nike Air quality that we look for in OGs? Or is it just these same dirty, shitty Air Jordans that crack under a couple wears, you know, just with Nike Air on it for $200? You know, are we truly gonna be sucked into this pitfall? You know, honestly, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to buy them. I'm gonna have to wear them. I'm gonna have to see. You know, hopefully I get my hands on a pair, and we'll see. We'll see for sure. We'll see. And if it's not me, then it'll be somebody else, and we are definitely gonna have to test how they stand up to regular wear, how they stand up to being hooped in, how they can stand up to rain, whatever, heat, whatever. Cause I don't know what to tell you. But you know, only time will tell. So stick around. We're gonna keep having episodes. Thanks for watching. I wear my sneakers.